via Teams. You also got the message, no? Uploaded to the email mails. I think online members also now ready for the presentations. There is only one team, no? Virtually. Right then, if all members are here in a team, then they can start the presentation. Others should come, no? The audience. There are 7 teams, no? Altogether. I got 7 reports. Then, if we can use 15-20 minutes per one, I think 20 per one, then 140 within 2 hours. Around 2 hours, we can finish this. In the other part, we can have feedback session for the course. So now should start. Who has all the members attended now? How about online members? You have all members of the team?
Yes, we have, but some of us facing some technical issues. Now we are working in that. Within few minutes, they can join. So.
Right. Then all online members can do, no? Once.
Yes, sir. Yes, we can do, but give us another 5-10 minutes, sir.
Then we will listen to that first, then try to settle down. Use your cameras, mics, and all with the connections. Tell other members.
Okay, sir.
We covered almost all the lessons, no? Except one. I did that. Did I do that? Yes, no? I did all the lessons, no? And this is the remaining one. As communicated in the course outline, better to do this also. Then there are 3 components in your evaluation: quiz, individual quiz, report, and the presentation in teams. That is better. Having more evaluations is better. And you can improve your skills, not only the knowledge, but the skills also. Tell others also to come, audience. Now we are going to first see the online presentation. Okay. And they are going to start now. While presenting, please tell me the registration number, right? To identify the presenter. At least the last 2 or 3 digits.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Then only I can allocate the individual marks. And then first one is the online team, virtual team. You could prepare the slides based on the report, no? Key parts in the report uploaded, but need not to include all words in preparing slides, no? Only important words should be given in points. The others can be orally explained, presented. Report preparation, slide preparations are two different things. But similar content should be used. It's the same method. Right, around within 10 minutes, a presentation can be completed. So there are 4 to 5 members. There are 5 members. 1 member can talk about 2 concepts. But you will decide your way. Shall we start? If all of you are there.
So our 2 members are facing some technical issue. So in meanwhile time, shall we do the presentation and second time? Then first time, we can we do the presentation in physical class from any other team?
Right. They wanted to do first, but there's a technical error faced by 2 members from the online team. Then they are asking one physical team to start. Right. Then who is going to start from this class first? The team members now attended can come and do something. Anyhow, you have to do no? The presentation time place is not affecting for the evaluation. All right. You have 4 members? 5. 5. Well, tell me registration number. One by tell me last part of the presentation number. Or if you can show all of your details I'll take down 1, 2, 3, 5. Is it okay? These are the permanent numbers. No? Is it attended? Right there.
Team number 1, and this is the presentation about concept of management. This is the table of contents. The introduction, concept of management, contribution and contribution. And in the introduction, the management is the process of planning, organizing, controlling, leading and controlling of the resources of the organization to achieve goals of the company. In the not only the profit organizations, the non-profit organization and government institutions also using management concepts to achieve their objectives. These are the concepts of management. The first one is planning. The plan is the first, the key fundamental activity of the management process. Without a plan, we can't do any management activities. There are 4 types of plans. They are strategic plans, tactical plans, operational plans, and contingency plans. A plan for the planning, there should be a plan. The plan we call as a set of actions. Need to is a document of the set of actions of the organization. The other one is the organizing. Organizing is also the one of fundamental functions of the management. This is the process of arranging and structuring of the resources, including people, materials, and the information. For the organizing part, for the organizing, there are key activities of the organizing. They are resource allocating, delegating, and resource allocating and delegation of other key activities of the organizing. And moving to the
Thank you, Nami. My name is Galle, so I'm going to talk about leadership and teamwork. First, leadership. Leadership is an ability to influence others to get the task done, developing relationships with them as per the situation. So mainly, there are 2 approaches in leadership. First one is transformational approach and transactional approach. Transformational approach means they mainly focus on the people, future, and the possibilities. And transactional approach means they mainly focus on structure, process, like that. And there are 3 types of leadership styles. First one is democratic style, autocratic style, and the general style. Democratic style means all the members are involved when make the decisions, and the autocratic style means only one person involving when they are making decisions. And general style means leaders are hands-off and others let others to make decisions. So next topic is teamwork. Teamwork is and to play a virtual role in organizational structures since they aid in achieving shared goals and objectives. So there are 3 main teamwork styles, which is functional team, virtual team, and self-managed team. Functional team means people work together for different functions, and virtual team means people work from different geographical areas. And the self-management team means often the individual make decision when they are in a group. So that's the end of my presentation. I would like to hand over this discussion.
Organization, communication. Communication is the process of exchanging information, ideas, thoughts, and feelings within or individuals. It involves encoding the message by the sender and decoding it by the receiver with the goal of mutual understanding. We can divide organizational communication into two, external and internal. And further, we can divide internal communication into two, formal and informal. Formal communication we can again divide it into two, vertical and horizontal. Vertical communication, but we can divide it into two, upward communication and outward communication. Example for the word communication, compliance, problems from the staff. Outwards communication, vision, and goal. And we can divide external communication with inward communication and outward communication. Organizational communication gives many benefits to company, like help to decision making and work and increase productivity, feeding the workflow. There are some barriers to organizational communication like lying, filtering information overload. Let's move on to the work motivation. Work motivation is an external or internal drive energy that encourage individuals to engage their profession and it coming to their related goals, tasks, and objectives. It is the goal to encourage individuals to put forth effort, stay focused, and achieving business objectives. And it influenced by a combination of personal factors, job-related factors, and other external factors. The work motivation like flexible work schedules, feedback from staff, and providing clear goals, positive organizational culture.
Yeah, 3 minutes, sir. Further.
My name is Colombo, whereby relations, control, and environment of management. Firstly, vision of control in a management. Here is the process of ensuring that an organization activities consistent with the goals and objectives, and also control is main 5 types. That means input, process, output, and financial and non-financial. Out of that, financial means financial statement, budgeting, and ratio analysis, etc. Non-financial meaning human chart function and budgeting, etc. And also next to I explain environment of management. Environment management means that environment of management is totally of all the factors that affect an organization's ability to achieve the goals. And also it can be divided into 2 parts, that means internal and external environment. Internal environment means all our elements and resource setting with the organization boundaries, and also external means external entity. Suppose the element which outside of the organization. That's the my control in an environment. I hand over to.
my topic is to discuss the new trend in management and sustainability of business. The rapid data funding finance, technology and globalization. Growth have to let new perspective in management necessary for managers to adapt the today's challenges and implement the innovation strategies. And the quick trend in management is workforce diversity, outsourcing, knowledge management, time management, and stress management. Examples of practicing in investing in digital tools and technologies to streamline the process. And the one is implementing clear remote policies. Next, I will talk about the sustainability of business. Business sustainability involves managing environment, social, and financial concerns for companies' ethical and sustainable success. There are three pillars in sustainability: environment, social, and economics. And example for sustainability business is setting clear goals for sustainability goals and sustainability reporting and metrics. Talk about the conclusion. The management concepts are essential for achieving organization objectives and success in dynamic and competitive business environment. Managers need to apply effective management process planning, organizing, leading, and controlling, and also promoting teamwork and collaborating to integrating sustainability practice for organization operations. Thank you.
Thanks. I'll give comments at the end of our presentation. Otherwise, newcomers will capitalize. Okay, then okay. Then online members are going to do this.
Yes, I will.
Okay. When the connection is available, better to complete this, not. Otherwise, everybody cannot take part. Okay. Then we will see Joan. Within 10 minutes. Please share the screen. It's open now. Only one can share. No? Share and scroll up and down for others. We can see, if possible, please enlarge better. Otherwise, try to, because there are 22 slides. Yeah, you may start now.
Okay. Good morning to everyone. So I am fast. My number is 024.
It is for a while. I'll take down 8, 29, 30, 29, 30, 28, 21. Right, five members. Okay. Now you can scroll up.
Good morning, everyone. We will discuss the key principles of our management. And first of all, we will go to the planning. Planning in key concept in the planning, we first of all talk about corporate plans. Corporate plans means the plans which makes for organization as a whole, and this and comes to business plan. This plan will be based on the SBO level of the organization, and operation plans is prepared under functional level of organization. And when we planning, we should be analyze the SWOT. SWOT means strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Strength will become from internal factors of organization. Weakness also will come from internal factors. This will be disadvantage to the organization from the internal of the organization. Then the opportunity will come from the external factors of the business. It will be a benefit for the organization, and threats come from the external factors from the organization. And when we planning, we should be plan the product portfolio. The product portfolio means we should be keep a balance between product which we will sell and we will produce. And for that we can use diversification strategy. That means expand the product or service range to minimize the risk. And we can use the BCG matrix. It classifies the products based on market share and growth. It can be used to classify as question marks, stars, cash cows, and dogs. And then we can talk about the Porter's 5 competitive strategies. First one is cost leadership. Cost leadership produce more goods and sell it at lower price. Differentiate strategy means make unique product and sell at premium price. And forecast strategy means select a market segment and use the cost leadership to differentiate. And when we planning, we can use Porter's 5 force model, and it can identify the strength of competition. It can be categorized for 5: customer bargaining power, supply bargaining power, threats of new entries, industry rivalry, threats of substitutes. And we will come to decision making. I will shortly explain this. Decision making, we have 2 categories: program decisions and non-program decisions. Program decisions are involved in situation repetitively occurs, and non-program situation programming decision means decisions involved in special situation. And we have mentioned decision making process in this slide, but I am not going to explain. We have limited time. And when we go into the introduction of organizing, I will explain key concept in organizing. First one is job designing. We define the task, responsibility of employees to fit the organization, and departmentization. Group the staff to perform specific jobs. Then I will little bit explain this key concept. Span of control means optimum number of employees one manager can be supervised. And chain of command means reporting relationship with the manager and organization. And unity of command means ensure each employee receive guidance for their task. And scale up principle means follow the authority. And I will skip other things, and with our limited time, I will hand over to my other colleague. Thank you.
Yeah, 5 minutes more. Huh?
Hi, you can hear me?
Yeah, please. We can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So my part is leadership. So leadership, it's all about what is about leadership is guiding, influencing, inspire the individual and group to achieve the common objective. So the difference between leading and managing. So leader is leading mean vision. It has a visionary approach, inspiration, and people-oriented approach. And management as oriented control and this resource allocation. And the new thing, another thing is the train approach to leadership. The train approach to leadership, it's identify few qualities of the individual who's going to lead this one. It's called intelligent, determination, social ability, integrity, and self-confidence. And can you move to next slide, please? Yeah. Then it is other one is the behavior approach to leadership. The behavior approach to leadership is like key dimension is task oriented and people oriented, and we have a major models: Black Mountain model, Osho State Studies model, and Universal Machina Studies model. And other one is the situation approach to leadership. So based on the situation, the leadership approach will be changed. So it will be make a main key concept is adaptability and also follower readiness. Uh, then major model will be Hess balance model and Fideri model. Can you move to another one? Yeah, then modern approach to leaderships the leader, the transformation approach. It has a inspiration, motivation, intellectual simulation, individual consideration, and charismatic influence as main characteristic. And then transformation approach, the leader should have a self-awareness, emotional intelligence, vision, and communication, adaptability, and team building and decision making, accountability. Those are the main stuff expecting from the leader. And Dan, can you move to another slide? Then another one is the work motivation. So how to motivate the work? It's all about. So to achieve the common objective, it involves the process, the need to identification, and goal setting, and action planning, and resource allocation and implementation. And there are two motivation, inherent value, inherent motivation, and extrinsic motivation. Then it involves theories like Maslow hierarchical needs, Herzberg two-factor theory, McLean's theory needs, and other ACG theory. And there are also process theories, expectation theory, and Porter's-Lawrence theory, and equity theory, and log goal theory. And the dimension of the job satisfaction involve work itself and co-worker relationship and culture and value, and what is the working condition. Actually, we are lack of time, so we need to explain more. But because of the time constraint, we are just moving, and I'm moving to my colleague.
Thank you, Farhan. I am Sumudura. Let me talk about organizational communication. Organization communication is the process of creating, sharing, and interpreting information within a business to facilitate understanding, control, coordination, and effective decision making. When I talk about key principle of organizational communication, we can mention as open and honest dialogue, effective listening, clear and consistent messaging, and multiple channel for communication. When talking about open and honest dialogue, at work, it's crucial to be open and honest. Everyone should feel free to share ideas, and leaders should regularly share truthful updates. When talking about effective listening, listening is a big part of good communication. It's important to really hear what others are saying. And clear and consistent messaging, it's important to keep messages clear and consistent to avoid confusion. When talking about multiple channels for communication, it uses different ways to communicate to reach everyone in different situation. Then let me move to my second slide. That is trend in management. New trends in management. New trend in management bring in fresh ideas that challenge the old ways of doing business. They encourage adaptability, creativity, and quick response in organization. They trends show how the needs of today's workforce and the market are always changing. When talking about key principle of organization communication, we can allocate tasks, agility and adaptability, remote and hybrid work environment, data-driven decision making, and inclusive leadership. When talking about agility and adaptability, in today's fast world, companies need to be quick and adaptable to handle market changes. They promote a culture that sees change as normal and given employees the tools and freedom to adjust. When talking about remote and hybrid work environment, this management trend highlights the value of flexible work arrangement, making it uh, easier for people to balance work and life. When talking about data-driven decision making, using data is crucial for making smart decision. Nowadays, organization depend on data analytics and make informed choices, improve process and customize products or service to what customers like. When talking about inclusive leadership, modern leadership emphasize inclusivity by valuing diversity. It's not just about word, it's about creating an environment where everyone, regardless of background, feels value for their unique perspectives and experiences. Thank you. Welcome to Gaia to continue our presentation.
That's the last one. Last presenter. Yeah, taking a few seconds, you can finish.
Yeah, I'm Udyanga. My topic is teamwork and controlling. Gayan, can you move to?
This now it's a teamwork.
Yeah. Teamwork is super important for company success. It means people working together to reach common goals. And nowadays, many jobs get done by teams instead of individuals, and it's help companies to better. Managers encourage teamwork so that workers can be learn and grow together. Team members improve their skills by working with others and making the whole company work better. Teamwork is like everyone in group doing their part to finish a project or task. Key things for a good teamwork are talking openly and working together, trusting each other, and talking responsibility. Then Wikipedia is a great example for teamwork because a lot of people work together to make the website full of information. And teamwork is like everyone joining in the make things better. Just like everyone who visit Wikipedia is a part of the team. Then another concept is controlling. Gayan, any more to? Yeah. Controlling is a big part of the running business and making sure things go as planned. It means checking if the work matches the goals and making adjustment if needed. This involves setting a clear stance and measure actual, then comparing how things are going to those standards and taking corrective actions and giving feedback for improvement. And controlling is important for a company to work well and accountable. It's like keeping an eye on everything, making sure it's on the right track, and fixing things if they are not. Business often use the official roles as a way of controlling. Even if not everyone knows about them, controlling starts with the meaning, managing money and making sure everything adds up. Then again, we'll continue with the another part with this.
Good afternoon, everyone. My part is environment of the management environment of management. The environment of management can be defined as the sum total of all external and internal factors that impact how organized are managed. These encompass both spectrums from economic and technological forces to social and competitive pressures. So key principles are there. The first one is the economic result, like economic fluctuations such as recession or booming profoundly affect an organization financial health. A prime example of this is the current financial crisis, which lead to companies to rethink their financial strategies, downsize or diversifies. The regulatory framework, it's like a government policies and regulations shape industries. The healthcare sector, for instance, is heavily regulated, demanding compliance with stringent laws and patient protection. And this social dynamics, the preference, belief, and demography of social decades, consumer behaviors. And when it comes to the competition, uh, the competitive landscape is every shifting. Business must continuously analyze rivals and emerging players to make informed decisions. Uh, and this my second part is the sustainability of business. The sustainability of business can be defined as the practice of the managing and organization to make the needs of present without comparison the ability of the future generation to meet their own needs. Then here we have five key principles. The first one is the triple bottom line. Triple bottom line is focusing on not just profit but also people and the planet. This mean that the company's success is measured by its economic, social, and environmental impacts. Then the long-term preservation is the sustainability of business. Business take a long-term view, reorganizing, recognizing, and that short-term profit should be not come at the expense of the future generation. Investment in sustainability often lead to long term benefit. And we have other resource we have another stakeholders engagement and the resource efficiency. When it comes to the resource efficiency, sustainable business optimize resource use, minimizing waste and reducing energy and water consumption. And this not only benefit the environment but also low operational cost. And we have transparency and reporting as a uh, key principle of the sustainability of business. I like to hand over the presentation to Udyanga to do the conclusion part. Udyanga.
Yeah. Thank you, Dan. The managing business involves four important tasks as a planning, organization, and leadership and controlling, with all work together to achieve goals. It's like a process where managers use people to get things done. The study talking about the 10 management ideas with definition and real examples. And each idea has its own picture to help understand it better. But there are challenges like balancing short-term and long-term plans, then organizing resources efficiency and developing good relationship, and keeping control without stopping new ideas. The study also talks about adapting to the outside business world and dealing with new trends. Solution include using both short-term and long-term plans, changing the organization as needed, giving leadership training, using measures to keep control while allowing new ideas, staying updated on business trends, learning and growing, and balancing profit with social responsibility. The main idea is that good management need to flexible and always ready to learn. In fact, change in the business world. This is a conclusion of management concept, and thank you very much for your valuable time.
Right. Yeah, you use the valuable time unnecessarily. Then double the time now. Right? That's the main point. 1 or 2 minutes could have been given because you use the remote way compared to the physical mode. Main limitation is the time taken. No? Then information overload is the reason for that. In communication, we discussed not we should avoid information overload in a presentation in communication. That's the reason. Exceeding information. You had about 22 slides. Too much. It could be stay around 10 slides. But anyhow, we will move to the next one, third one. Now, online members finish their presentation, but we can stay up, stay throughout the class to learn from others. Okay. You can leave, not leave, answer. Yes, where you are. Don't leave the meeting. That's all members. Stay within 10 minutes. Can we go registration answer? There are the numbers. You can trust them. 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. These are the permanent numbers.
Yeah.
7, 9, now. All again. Or you can use the arrows on the screen. What can do that, no? What can do that to the others?
Good afternoon, all of you. Our presentation will be the key concept of the management. This our group members and organization. First of all, I would like to introduce our table of content. Mainly, first of all, we introduce some introduction of the management concept, and after that, there are 10 concept in our presentation. First, planning, organizing, leading, work motivation, organizing communication, teamwork, controlling, environment management, maintenance management, and cluster build of data. Finally, we explain the conclusion. Firstly, as the introduction, management is the process of planning, organization, organizing, leading, controlling of the organization resource in to achieve the goals in a changing environment. Management is the most important concept of the organization. We cannot achieve the efficient output level without using the minimum input and without the maximizing our productivity. Management must accomplish with the desired our organization goals. Without proper management, we can't achieve the economic resource in a life element in the business. And thus, management is function of the getting things done through the people and directing effort of the individual towards the common objective. Secondly, first concept of planning. Planning is determining the organization goals to achieve the specific goals. Planning is a function of management that involves the objective and determine the course of function achieve those objectives. Plannings are there are three types of planning. First one is strategic planning. Second one is tactical planning, and third one is operational planning. Strategic planning mainly use senior management to organization in the future in the good level and analyzing the competitive opportunities and threats, and as well as strengthen the weakness of the organization, determine how to use the resource in efficient manner in future. And tactical plannings tactical plannings making some intermediate range, such as 1 or 2 years they planning tactical plannings, and practical planning is when using the middle management of the organization. And operational planning generally depends on the organization department and the other sub-units. And operational planning using in a short range in the organization, like 1 year they using. Operational planning mainly using the low management in the organization. After that, we explain the next concept of organization. Organizing is the clustering job into subunits, such as there are some organizing departments, 3 sub-functions in the organizing in a job. First one is job designing, second one is departmentalization, and third one is coordination. Job design means the act of determining tasks and responsibility of the job. Included the job simplification, job rotation, and job enlargement and job enrichment. In the departmentalization, there are departmentalization like clustering job into subunits. It includes some simple organization structure, functional departmentalization, product departmentalization, and customer departmentalization. Job recruitment departmentalization and departmentalization is included. In the coordination, there are 2 types in coordination, such as horizontal coordination and vertical coordination. Horizontal coordination is the employees of the same to establish a relationship between the better performance. In a vertical coordination, superior authority coordinates work with the subordinate and vice versa. For example, sales manager will coordinate his tasks with the sales supervisor. Like then, vertical management we can introduce like this. This is my concept of explaining. Thank you for listening my concept. I would hand over to Ms. the report.
You have 4 minutes now altogether.
I'm talking about leadership. Leadership is the influencing the behavior of others to get things done. There are 2 different types of leadership and management. Management can be exercised over resources, activities, projects, and the other such as and personal thing. This can only be exercised on people. There are theories of leadership. Can talk about theories of leadership. In the theories, it seems that leaders are born, not made, and there are certain inherited characteristics in a leader, like qualities like capacity, speech, appearance, and awareness. There are other two approaches we can identify as behavioral approach and situational approach. Let's talk about motivation. Motivation is the certain creation of a stimuli, incentives, and of motivation that people are able to perform their duty to the best of their ability. We can identify two types of motivation, extrinsic motivation and intrinsic motivation. In extrinsic motivation, we can see, talk about the tangible rewards like salary, promotion, and other fringe benefits. Intrinsic motivation talks about physical rewards like appreciation and recognition. There are two types of theories under motivation. There is content theory and process theory. In content theory, suggests that what are the things that motivate employees, and this is the best way to motivate an employee by fulfilling their needs. Under that, we can say there are two theories. As well as ERG theory and Maslow's hierarchy of needs theory. Under process theory, it talks about how people be motivated. This theory explains how behavior is initiating, directing, and sustaining in order to motivate people. We can say there are two theories: Bloom's expectancy theory and Porter's theory. My part is over, and I went to pick up. I think.
Today my topic is organizational communication and teamwork. This is basically we identified under organizational communication definition. Organizational communication means communication within the organization and consists in the collective and interactive process of generating and interpreting messages. Those are the types of communication: upward communication, downward communication, and nonverbal, formal, lateral, and verbal communication. Upward communication means communicates within the organization lower to higher levels, and downward communication is high to lower levels. Those are the barriers to effective communication. That is filtering, selective perception, line, emotions, and language differences. Likewise, then on to the teamwork. Smith. Working group is performance is a functional of what is members do in individuals. Team performance includes both individual results and collective works. Those are the type of groups: primary and secondary, membership and reference, in and out, formal and informal, coalition, small and larger. These are the common stages of group development: forming, storming, norming, performing, and adjourning. We identified the work group, different from the work group. Group and team, work team. Considering of the leadership, work group has strong, clearly focus for the leader, and work team has shared leadership roles and responsibility individually. Within the work group, work team has individual and collective accountability. Then think about the nature of the task. Purpose is same as the organization in the work group, but in the work team has specific purpose. In the work, when considered in the work product, work group has individual and work team has collective and collective products. And decision making runs efficient meetings. And work team encourage open-ended, active problems solving meetings and performing measurement effectiveness directly in work group. And the work team performance directly by assessing collective and work results. And considering of the delegation, work group done discussed, decides and delegates. But in the work team, done the real work. These are some of the type of teams, cross-functional teams, virtual teams, and self-managed teams. My presentation is over. I would like to invite Harshini to contribute.
Almost about my part is controlling. Controlling is the managerial task involving methodology quality and then directing the organization to get achieve their goals effectively and efficiently. Control process, the control process is the organization establish standard goals. The first one is the established standards of performance. The company establishing clear and measurable benchmark of their organization. And the second one is measures actual performance. It can be a process and project how can achieve their outcome and compare performance to standard. Standard and actual standard and how company achieve their goals, standards and goals, take corrective and actions. The company assess facing their problems and errors of their organization, and the organizational controls are the three types. One is feedback and growth. It's to make a plan for the organization. Feed-forward control means actual outcome and the standard goals achieved. Concurrent control is the job is correctly done. And the second thing is the environment of management. Environment of management divided into two parts. First one is external environment and internal environment. External environment means the company include all elements and existing outside of their boundaries. And the internal environment means that including the elements within the organization boundaries. These are the factors of the internal environment: suppliers, customers, and competitors. And the external environment basically explain the pest analysis. These are my presentation. I would like to invite Rini that apart from that. I would like to talk about the new management and sustainability of the business. In that topic, I identified five early trending management. First one is remote and hybrid work. Due to the COVID pandemic, work from home concept is second one is sustainability and ESG, environment, social and governance consideration are defined as sustainability. Example, is water economy, launch e-drive and solid electronic payment taxi service for transportation. Third one is the innovation. The executive coming up with the introducing new things and developing the business is in the meaning of the innovation. Example, mass newly launched eco-friendly factory, which have helped them to gain competitive advantage in the global market. Fourth one is the collaboration, and fifth one is the employee economy. Next topic, next slide, I would like to talk about the sustainability of the business. Social, economic, environmental. There are three sustainability under that: social, economic, and environmental. The social sustainability refers to the ensuring that business operation promotes the well-being, employees, customers, and the broader community in Sri Lanka. Example, Toyota has provided traffic safety education and its own safety driving program help raise the drivers' education. And the second one is economic sustainability. Economic sustainability involves the business operating in the financially sustainable manner in growth over time. Example, Srilanka is investing 1 billion oil project at the Colombo factory to achieve zero emission in 2050. Third one is the environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability involves reducing the impact of the business operation on the environment. Example, to effectively use energy company increase the solar panel system effectiveness to replace. Finally, the conclusion. In the conclusion, management concepts like planning, organization, are crucial for the organizational success. Effective planning establishing clear goals while strong leadership, empowerment of employees, communication ensure the objectives are met. Sustainability is essential for long-term success. Environmental protection and the stakeholder satisfaction. Therefore, management helps to achieve organizational goals in an effective and efficient manner. That is the end of our presentation.
Right, I would like to get in also more time. Reason is information overload. These slides, many primary actors, words have been included. The summarized form should have been prepare slides and talk. Then you could say that. But anyhow, I will give more comments for everyone at the end. Right. Then we will move to the fourth one. Numbers. Same model. 30 to 750. Please start.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to talk about the management principles. So, as an overview, I would like to introduce some aspects. Like principal management is a fundamental concept of the management, and it's also provide a framework of managers to achieve their set of organizational goals, and also it leads to organizational the people like employees and all to achieve their set of goals. So these are the principles. So when we go to organizing, it has basic characteristics like division of labor, task performance, establish the hierarchy to create the chain of command, maintain a social distance between managers and subordinates, and employee advancement. So you can see the unity of command, how it goes as per the diagram, and also some of the examples of the departmentalization, organizational structures like functional, network, team-based structure, horizontal, metric, and structure. And it has also basic function of job designing, departmentalization and coordination. And when you go to the work motivation, it has main two types of extrinsic motivation. It is tangible elements like salaries and all, and also intrinsic motivation like psychological factors, promotional and all. So when it comes to the main theories, there are two main theories, which is content theories and process theories. When it comes to the content theory, Maslow's hierarchy needs hierarchy theory is very important. So it has all the psychology, security, belonging, esteem, and self-actualization, which we can't achieve at any point. And also, Porter's and Lower's expectancy theory, we can identify as a main theory under process theory. And when it comes to the key benefits of work motivation, it has increased the productivity, quality of work will improve, and innovation through the creative thinking, and also reduced absenteeism. So that is all my part. I will move to Sudhashita.
Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is to talk about planning. So planning is the first component of the organization. Planning involves setting up goals, making decisions, and organizing resources to achieve the goals. So I wish to highlight the importance of the planning. Planning helps to encourage to consider various options before making decisions, and it works toward the same objective efficiently and effectively. So planning is allocating resources efficiently helps reduce equally uncertainty. And what are the barriers for plan? So lack of time and resources, unrealistic expectations, lack of commitments, and lack of coordination. Another one is cultural character. I will move to my next topic, leadership. Leadership also is a major component of the management. So leadership deals with the concept of guidance, organization, teams, and individuals towards achieving the organization's objective. So I wish to share with you common features of the leadership: vision and communication. Communication means communication between top middle and bottom level of the employees, and motivation, decision making, problem solving, work verification, and team. And I wish to talk about what are the benefits of leadership. So it will improve performance, increase employee engagement, protects employee turnover, and increase customer satisfaction like that. So I wish to invite how they are contributing.
Which funding share information sharing. It just shows the organization and the communication process, and the organization and communication can be mainly divided into two categories: formal communication and informal communication. Formal communication can be further divided into vertical communication and electronic communication. And vertical communication can be further divided into downward communication and upward communication. The organizational communication barriers are selective perception, filtering, overall language, emotions, and misinterpretation. Next, teamwork is collaborative effect of group to achieve a common goal. And effective team has clear purpose, self-government. So it's about operation, clear demanding common goals. It is an informal, comfortable, and relaxed environment. And advantages of having effective team is improvement of productivity, better problem solving, and skill development.
and enhancement of creativity and innovations. These are the some types of teams. Problem solving, self-management, virtual, cross-functional. I would like to give this. Now I'm going to talk about budget controlling, controlling the process of implementing the organization. Achieving the desired outcome. Purpose of controlling virtual performance against the goals and standards. Identify the correct deviations from the plan. Enhance the organizational efficiency and effectiveness. Process of the controlling, setting standard, measuring performance, comparing performance, and taking corrective action. Method of controlling, feedback control, concurrent control, and feed-forward control. Challenges to controlling the company, balancing control with employee empowerment, adapting to changing the circumstance, and ensuring data accuracy and reliability. Now I am going to talk about environment of management concept. And the management environment influences both external and internal factors in the organization, operation and decision-making process. This diagram shows the interconnection of the internal and external environment. In internal environment includes the organizational cultural structure and human resources such as training and development of employees, resources such as financial and technical and intellectual properties, and processes. In external environment includes environment, economic environment, technical environment, political and legal environment, social environment, computer environment, and natural environment. Managers use certain ways to access the internal and external environment. Management training. Management training. There are several management trainings in the nowadays. Example for new training, diversity and inclusion. Diversity and inclusion means that culture management creates a culture where everyone can welcome and value. Business process reengineering, business processes rethinking and redesigning. Business process outsourcing means outsource the work of company. Remote work means employees can do their jobs outside of the office. Employee well-being means managers recognize the employees who are happy life with healthy life, more engaged and more productive. Sustainability business. Sustainability business is they are fulfill present needs without limiting future abilities. There are several benefits: reduce cost, improvement of reputation, and increase environment in innovation. Improvement of reputation can take as promotional weapons. As you can see, Patagonia is the most sustainable corporate leader. They are used recycle materials to their products. Also, ICANN and Unilever heavily invested on the renewable energy. This presentation emphasized the importance of management concept and theories to make a positive environment and get a management to the career. This is how
is that more strengths and weaknesses. Almost manage the time as well. Slides have been prepared nicely with the animation. Colors, backgrounds. That is good. But some members did not have the maintain the adequate content in the audience. But I am doing a group team evaluation, overall team evaluation, not the individual evaluation in the presentation also. in both the report and oral presentation, and we will have team-based evaluation. Okay, then, Robert, similar to the first one, first presentation. Then overcome those weaknesses this time. Continue with this possibility. Right. Okay, thanks, sir. We are not giving class names, that's the problem. The audience. Each one should have been done. Okay, we will move.
Talking about our presentation will keep concepts of management.
Bob members, no? 18, 19, 20, 30.
Right. Yes, sir. In this presentation, we will discuss key concepts in management. Management is a process of organizing, planning, stating, and controlling company resources to achieve the goals of the organization in current environment efficiently and effective. So management concepts are very important in organization for their managers. They should have a good knowledge of management concepts. So management concepts will help to setting objectives, optimizing resource allocation, making informed decisions, and organizing work such as planning is the process of outlining objectives and determining the best course of actions to achieve them in an organization. According to Peter Galle, planning is a continuous process of making presentation, entrepreneurial decisions systematically and with the best possible knowledge of their future. Organizing systematically the effort needed to carry out this decision and measuring the result of this decision against expectation to organize systematic data. So as an example, Dialog XCR plan to launch new mobile service offering with detailed strategies including market changes, market analysis, promotion plan, and network expansion to meet the growing demand of mobile users in Sri Lanka. So organizing is structured group of people working together to achieve specific goals or objectives in an organization. According to identifier, to organize the business is to provide it with everything useful to its functioning. Example, raw materials, tools, capital, and personnel. As an example, Dialog XCR organized the implementation of nationwide 5G network, which involves coordinating teams for infrastructure development, technology development, and customer service to ensure smooth rollout. Thank you.
So leadership, simply the leadership plays and influences the behavior or action to among the other persons. For the leadership, there are main three approaches: approach, behavioral approach, next is a situation approach. Under the behavioral approach, there are organization, democratic, reciprocity. So we just took the Dialog XCR as a leadership example. Another thing as a group assessment also, we did the leader, we did the group. Lead the group assignment. Next one, motivation. So based on Abraham Maslow's theory, we did this Christological theory, safety, social esteem, and self-organization. Based on that, we prepared this motivation. And motivation is the important to the employees to, for the example, bonus and everything, safely motivating the achieve targets to the bonus and recognition. The next one is communication. So communication is there are so much of variety of the communication, main downward communication and upward communication. Downward communication to the lower level communication. For the example, provide the job instruction and feedback machine. So upward communication is feedback and goals. Next, apart from that, lateral communication, oral communication, verbal communication, non-verbal communication, and written communication also there. There are some very limited communications also there for the filtering, information overload, emotions, and everything. So next one, teamwork.
Teamwork. The teamwork means the collaborative effort of individuals working together to achieve a common goal or objective in an organization. It also defined by this so as the teamwork is the theory that provides when individuals complementary skills and strengths work together towards the common objective. Also, teamwork effective coordination, cooperations, and the ability to leverage each team member's unique contribution to achieve the superior results. For example, you have mentioned here that in dialogue company in developing any custom service and dialogue actually encourage the teamwork among software developers, customer service executives, and marketing teams. This collaboration ensures that meets the diverse needs of users. Next, the control. The process of monitoring, evaluating, and adjusting activities to ensure that alignment with organization goals can function as organization. Also, defined by the management functions of control is the measurement and correction of the performance of subordinates in order to make sure that the enterprise's objectives and their goals and them are accomplished. Here I have mentioned 4 steps of control process. The first one is establishing standards and methods to more ways to measure the performance. Second one, measuring the actual performance. Third one, determining the performance measures with those standards. And the fourth one, taking correct actions and re-evaluating the standard. For example, the dialogue etc. utilizes the real-time data analytics to monitor network performance and customer feedback. This helps in controlling the content series, identifying the issues properly, and making necessary adjustments for professional user experience. The next one is the environment of management. It refers to the external factors and conditions that can influence an organization operations and decision making in an organization. Also, properly defined as the environment of management is the context in which managers operate the sum total of all the forces that influence managerial decisions making and behavior. The environment of management can be specifically to the internal and the external environment. The internal environment factors, employees, managers, process, etc. Then like that's the external environment. External environment can be specifically to task environment and macro environment. Task environment factors are the competitors, suppliers, and customers, etc. Still like this, the macro environment factors are legal environment, technological environment, and natural environment, etc. Here are an example. The dynamics strategy based on the changes in the technological regulatory environment in environment. This demonstrates an awareness of the external factors that can impact the company. Now I would like to go to the contribution.
So for the discuss, I'm going to I'm ready to tell about what are the new training management. Here we are mentioning using new training management. We can see lead management, portfolio management, risk management, price management, digital transformation, data-driven decision making, remote work and remote team management, and first I will explain what is the lead management. Nowadays, most companies are moving from traditional management to lean management.
team management is some kind of theory, basically based management and organizing human activities to efficient way. And total quality management is things like that come from Toyota and other risk management, and transmission. We can take assets. Asiata, they uh, they uh, they combine the different artificial intelligence better service and remote work and remote team management. We have in last period COVID-19 period that most people were remote in that period. They supplementing of business. As per the World Business Council for Sustainable Development, they define sustainability being business that creates economic value while contributing to healthy planet. We can take as an example that they are focusing to they are giving any solution for its their network installation work and they reducing its carbon footprint by using its green energy solution. And then we covered space conceptual management. Then we come to our conclusion as our assignment we did about covering management theories for managing theories for theories and concept to managing project. We discuss the different facets of each concept and how the way of applying this concept each business world. Like the managers want to planning how the business doing, the way of business doing, what are they doing. That comes from last previous discuss planning concept. I think you are getting something from our presentation and our presentation will help to you to improve your knowledge about management of concept. And thank you very much for listening. Yes.
There were more good points, including time management. We could further improve itinerary contact and flow without breaking the flow. That's something good. Other than that, no major comments, no negative comments on this. We can another assignment. Okay. Two more next. Please. Number 4 is the ideal for a team size, ne? Not 5 or 6. It's easy to manage with the number 4. Number 4 maybe. What are the registration numbers? Only 4. Yeah. 27. 27. It's a goal. All right. Good morning to all of you. Our topic is concept of management fundamentals. First of all, I would like to explain about the management. Management is the process of planning, organizing, leading, and controlling results to achieve the organizational goals. Going forward, we would like to discuss about these 10 key concepts in management. There are first planning. Planning is the process of setting goals and developing a plan to action to achieve those goals for organization. This is the process of planning. First can we set goals. Second one, identify resources. Then develop a strategy and create a timeline and monitor and evaluate the progress. Then we have some importance of planning. There are some importance of the planning. First one is set clear goals. Then identify the steps need to take. Then anticipate and avoid problems. Then we identify the make better decisions and improve your efficiency. Then our next topic is organizing. Organizing is the process of structuring items in the manner that facilitates easy retrieval and utilize and aiming to establish order and enhance efficiency. There are three basic functions in the organizing. First one is job designing, second one departmentalization, and third one is coordination. Also, we have some importance of the organization function. First one save time, then boost productivity and reduce stress. My part is over, then I would like to invite Hardik to continue. Thank you. Let's talk about the leadership. It is the concept that has many definitions. Ultimately, it is guiding the employees towards achieving the goals in an organization. Leaders should be innovative and good communicate very quickly and make everyone feel important when doing administrative activities and admitting mistakes, create common values, and continuously brushing up on your leadership skills. Work motivation is a critical factor in the organization, which is motivating every employee to more productively engage and commit their work, which ultimately leads to improved organizational performance. There are two main types of motivation: extrinsic and intrinsic motivation. Extrinsic is external motivation like salary, bonus, and such, and intrinsic is self-motivation that comes to the individual. And also there are two theories mainly, that is content theory and process theory. Actually, there should be teamwork within an organization that happens when a group of people collaborate to achieve a task successfully. According to Dexter and Stibet, team performance model is a model for creating teams. This is actually that model where we have 7 steps like orientation, task building, goal clarification, commitment, implementation, high performance, and reward. I call upon Rajendra.
I will continue the presentation. Controlling. Controlling is the concept of measuring, evaluating performance, its performance objective, effective and effective manner by taking necessary preventive and correction action. The start or process of management control. First, establish standard of performance, and the second, measure the performance. That complete performance standard. Any level that can be feedback into the first level. That also depend on the feedbacks and get corrective action. And but after that, establish standard and performance again and again. That process may create establish standard and always corrective it well manner. When we move into the next slide. Environment management. Environment management is managing a set of elements effectively influence business organization operating and performance that create two elements: internal environment and external environment. Under external environment, they subtopic task environment and general environment. Include the internal environment include business process that such as owners, board of directors, employees, culture. They break all the inter-environment based on the policy and regulation and also organization structure. That mean based on the organization culture. Then we move into the next line that called task environment. They directly link with the organization activity, regulation, strategic partners, suppliers, and customers. All are directly linked with day-to-day business activities. And other part, general environment. General environment that not closely linked with the day-to-day operation, but it is very important sector to company long-term establishment. That's all internal dimension, political and legal, social and cultural, economic and technical dimension. Okay, that. Move to the next slide. New trend in management. Managers have always changed time to time because of the technological change and other aspects. The new trend in management focuses on innovation, collaboration, sustainability, and quickness. Under this, there are several factors: workforce diversification, time management, stress management, and green management. Green management is the very important concept in the new environment. Under this, there are structural decreases in environmental influence, save money and enlarge resources, improve their reputation and attract and return from talent. Those are the factors create new trend in management. My presentation slide is over. I hand over to my continue. Yes.
The sustainability of the business. Normally, sustainable business is focused on the mainly adapting to the new environment and economy. And it's basically focused on to reduce the cost of the organization. So it will target to achieve organization to get new innovations and all. So the practices of sustainability. So sustainability is basically depends on economic and environmental and social factors. So basically the macro and micro environment. So practices of sustainability is, for example, the reduce the energy consumption and use of renewable energy. So if we get the renewable energy, we will not use the electricity. So that will cost cutting to the organization and reduce the waste of pollution. So that will increase the income revenue of the organization. So conserve the natural resources like the rain, thunder, like that. The support local communities and invest in sustainable technology and practices. So artificial intelligence, those are such a good example. So, and we have faced recent past the hydromony apparel sector also, they have closed down the businesses also. So they have mostly thousands of employees lose their employment because of the unstable of the business, because of the economic conditions and economic political conditions. So we'll move to the conclusion part. So in this point, effective management involves planning and organization to set a goal and utilize the resources efficiently. So leadership and motivation empower employees to reach their full potential to organizational success. So organizational communication and teamwork for strong relationship and cohesive culture. Control ensure the objectives are relationships and build the adapting to management trends. So maintaining completeness and innovation also. So incorporating the sustainability is crucial for long-term success and meet the stakeholders' needs also. So by integrating this concept, organization build a robust foundation for achieving the goal and sustainability.
Well, good points, observe. This weaknesses. But you could include more some. More examples. Right, other than that, time management is that in the 10 minutes. Okay, good luck and improve the time in future. Yeah, we have come to the last one. Srilanka. Is there? The numbers. And last time, as 33 altogether. 33. Five member teams and 2 4-member. Okay. 31, 20, 23, 24, 25, 31, and 35. The numbers are there in the photos. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to present concept of management. First of all, I would like to introduce our team, Sofit and Diniti, Nalinda, Kalashini, and Rashid. So, if we look into introduction, management is the efficient use of available resources to achieve the same goal, and planning, organizing, forecasting, coordinating, and leading, controlling, and motivating the efforts of others to achieve specific objectives are all part of the management. So management principles are essential to planning and organizing, directing, and the allocating resources. Then it also helps decision making too. So it helps communication, delegation, and problem solving as well. So I will invite to Diniti to take you through the definition.
First one is planning. Planning is the process of setting goals and objectives for an organization and developing the strategies and plans and achieve the goals. And there are 4 types of planning methods. These are the strategic planning, practical planning, and coordinated research. Planning helps to coordinate the activities and of different departments and teams in the organization and operation organization. Next one is the organization communication. Organization communication involves to clearly sharing and interpreting the information within the organization, and whether there are formal and informal organization communication are there, and it can occur the priority, horizontality, and diagnostically. Also, it can be divided into internal and external, and also it can be the formal and the informal organization communication in the businesses. And organizing is the fundamental concept in the management and refers to the process of arranging resources, and also it can make the tasks and people structure in the efficient way and achieve the specific goal in efficient way.
It can be the downward organizing, and it can be the upward organizing in the business. Environment management is the incorporates the process of summarizing, monitoring, considering, and reporting, developing the excluding the environmental policies. It can be divided into two parts: internal and external environment in the management. And the next one is the leadership. It is the crucial management skill, and it is the ability and the skill in the organization group. And it's going to follow the achieve a target, common objective in the various aspects and the society, including the businesses, politics, religion, and community-based organization. And it can be the completing the vision in the correct guideline in making the ethical decision also. And sustainability of business means the practice conducting the operation that meet the present intent, ensuring the future generation needs. It can be also the consider the economic, social, environment factors in the long-term viability in the business. I would like to invite to Nalinda to identify the other concept.
Yeah, you should use the term concept, not the principle. In a concept, there can be principles. They should have been in the other list.
This concept controlling is a fundamental concept involves monitoring, evaluation, and regulating organization activities to align predetermined goals and objectives. There are controls mean that input controls, output controls, and financial and non-financial controls. Companies evaluating they can use KPI method. KPI means that the key performance indicator method. This one is lead rate in relation with meeting access time and approach the reshuffling the organization and cooperate. Importance of management is company can to stay competitive. As an example, social media engagement is helpful enhance the customer interaction and marketing. Otherwise, company can use AI. AI means that artificial intelligence. This one is work motivation. Definition is physically defining or include recreational intensity and behavior. Company can use study to implement promotion and like that. This one is teamwork. It's dynamic interrelationship of individuals within the group, their social, cultural, and interpersonal factors like to action towards the examples are there are importance of being productivity and when we talking about the leading successful team, company can revert the successful team. So I would like to stay. I would like to Alasini and explain about practice.
Let's move on to practices on the concepts. The study plan. Under that, there's some clear objectives, alignment with goals, flexibility, monitor your progress, as well as the practices on setting objectives, environmental analysis, developing a strategic plan. Next one is organizational communication. Under that, principles is clarity, consistency, transparency, feedback, accessibility, timing, and practices are meetings and conferences, email communication, interact and internal folders. Organizing under that principles, identify the tasks to be performed, classifying into manageable, assigning them into individuals or groups have these skills, resources, perform effectively, and practices are project management operational management, HR management, financial management, and marketing management. Under leadership principles is vision and direction, staff-oriented performance management, ethical responsibility, decision making, daily relationships, empowerment, and delegations, practices of dash, self-awareness, effective communication, empathy, crisis management, time management, and creating positive work environment. Sustainability of businesses, principles of that intervention has life cycle thinking, resource efficiency, transparency and reporting, innovation and technology, social responsibility and inclusive of continuous improvements. Under that, practices of labor practices, environmental, educational, social responsibilities. Continuing that other thing is controlling. Under controlling principles, establishment of standards, improvement of performance, comparison that analysis and thinking, directive actions, feedbacks, timeliness, accuracy, and environmentally. Practices of that setting performance standards, regular performance measurements, and under trend management, principles, sustainability, employment, empowerment, data-driven decision, promoting a culture of innovation. Under that, practices are allied project management, emphasizing collaboration, creative problem solving, likewise. Work motivation, principles of that, goal setting, fantasy theory, task significance, skill variety, recognition. Under that, practices are employee recognition programs, skill development and training, job enrichment and job rotation, skill building activities, flexible work arrangements. Under teamwork, principles are clear objectives of communication, mutual respect, accountability, flexibility, shared leadership, collaborative and mindset. Practices of that, team building activities, regular team meetings, and open communication channels. Lastly, environment of management, principles of that, internal and external forces and effects on environment. Practices of that, managers and employee culture. So I would like to hand on the conclusion part to Rashid. Thank you.
Thank you, Gauri. I would like to talk about conclusion and learning points. In conclusion, understanding and applying management fundamentals are paramount for effective leadership and successful organizing outcomes. These fundamentals compose planning, organizing, leading, controlling, decision making, then problem solving, adaptability, and ethical considerations. Through strategic planning, efficient resources allocation, inspiring leadership, continuous monitoring, and ethical decision making, managers can drive their teams towards achieving organizational goals. Furthermore, the ability to adapt to changing environments and enhance modern technology is essential for staying competitive. By marshalling these fundamentals, managers can create a positive work environment, foster innovation, enhance productivity, and contribute to the overall success and sustainability for their organizations. Management fundamentals serve as the cornerstone upon which effective management practices are built, ensuring business today's dynamic and challenging landscape. Planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and managing are the five main responsibilities that make up management at its most basic level. Furthermore, these five responsibilities are component of a compass of guidelines and management related belief. And I would like to tell you, managers should able to combine these fundamentals for the growth of companies. I think you gave some knowledge from presentation.
There were more good points, as I said, for the good presentations, less weaknesses. But some members should improve oral communication skills without breaking the flow. Similar items, right? Then we will have a short break. Coming back, I'll give overall comments for everyone. Have a short break for about 10 minutes. Today is the last day. Time is important. If you need not a break, then you can remain and continue. Better to have a short break, no? Yeah, but name is there. Here you use set file. Report 32. The presentation again pass is it? What me? I guess it will virus pati nante. කොහොමද කට්ටිය ආවද? දෙනවනේ. ඒක උදේ වෙනවද පුළුවන් තරම්? එහෙමද? මට පැය දෙකකින් විතර ඉවර කරගන්න බෑනේ. මට 12ට වගේ ගෙදර යන්න ඕන වැඩට. අදිස්සියාවට වැඩ. ඔව්. 12 එක 3 වෙනකොට ඉවර එනකොට 4ක් දිනවා කොගීට. හයිවේ එකේ. දැන් 12ට විතර යන්න ඕන ගෙදර. ඒකයි මම බැලුවේ මේ නෑ 12ට යන්න ඕන ගෙදර. රැට මම ආයෙ ගන්නකො රැට ගන්නකො. answer කරන්නේ නැහැ. අද ගියද වගේ දෙකක්. හතරට
group federation.
ආරකන්ට ටික දාන්න.
නෑ වගේ නෝවනේ.
කොට දාලා තිබ්බා.
මම මේ බැලුවේ ඉතින්
ෆයිල් එක
What's the time slot given for today? 1 to 4, 1 to 5?
1 to 4.
Jennifer, please. Right, today is the last day, no? Right, then others should have attended. Okay. Yeah, presentation marks are from 15, huh? 15 for report also 15, 10 for the quiz. That's 40. 40 of CA counts. Yeah. It is set for 100, but later it should be, divided into 60. Converted. Clear mark would be added, no, as it is. It is from 14. What is it? I asked, we did many case studies, no? That's the first question. Mode of the first question, it is compulsory. 40 marks, no? 40 marks. Can
Can we do today, ma'am?
Today marks.
Yes.
The others should come now. Then.
After they come.
I also wanted to have the feedback.
Can we wait for the report also?
No, report should be, based on this one. We have to, compare oral presentations and the report. That is better, no?
They will get only for the presentation.
Yeah. Earlier we followed the marking reports first and evaluating oral presentation next. It is better if we can consider both together, no? And especially after knowing the presentations. Because it is the same assignment. Then I have uploaded some recent past papers also, no? PDF copies of the past papers. They are trying to at least answer the other questions, other structured questions. Similarly, I have given some exercises also, no? Not for all sessions, but for some sessions at the beginning. Write the answers for them also. Especially for the case answers. Answers for the case also should be written. On one day only I gave dictations. On other days I shared guidelines also. But you have to write the things, otherwise you can't improve the writing, truly. In the exams, we have to use written communication. You are not there to talk. Your writing should talk. It evaluates.
For the case study, point forms here.
Yeah, need not to provide lengthy answers. Very specific answers can be given. But it should be in what is called arguing with justification. Right. The last one is the best one actually. So some teams at the same mark. Last one is the best because their approach is very convenient. No? So all concepts. One presented. No, at the very beginning, the first one presented the introduction. Introduction to the assignment. Final conclusion. In between, the contents of 10 concepts were divided, no, as definition. One presented the definitions for each. Then principles by another. Then applications. No. I explained this, I think, as an example. This is one way of organizing, structuring your presentation to communicate those things clearly and team to save the time. It's a very systematic, strategic approach as per this assignment, nature of this assignment. Otherwise, we would feel boring, you know. If one can feel everything in a monotonous way, it would be boring. The team cannot maintain 10 minutes time. Therefore, you have to, I mean, as in mentioned in organizing, you should know the structure first. Do a task. Have a good matching structure. Then only we have to implement the strategy. Right, then I got 14 marks out of 15. That's the highest one. Some other teams also got that. But there are more positive comments for this one. Right, it had 5 members, no? Last one. And managed the time also well. But some letters, tiny letters could have been bigger. Right? Some slides there were very small letters. That means you have included more letters in a grammatical way. Grammar should not be maintained, no, in the slides. It should be maintained in the report. In oral presentations, you should use a format, segments of the sentence with the keywords. The other things can be orally talked now. You are here to talk. But in exams, you are not there, no? Your writing should communicate. Then you have to maintain certain grammar, full explanations, and so on. In the report also. Right, then this is the team 7 now. Presented last. 8. Huh? 8. Number will be my order. Registration numbers are 23, 24, 25, 31, 32. 32 or 35 days. Right. Then first presentation got 13 marks. Less examples. Some evidence. Some evidence have not been used when talking. Point is there, different things was talking. Differently to the point, no? Point in the slide. You have to talk the same thing, no? But all information cannot be typed there. Then on the other things which have not been typed on the slide can be told. But you can't deviate from the slides going to in talking now. The same thing should be explained. It had a conclusion also. more than the conclusions. And it got 13 because less poor examples. These are the numbers, no? Number 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6, no? It had 5 members. Anyway, it got 13, no? 13 marks for the oral presentation. Next one got only 11 marks. That's the online group. It could double the time. And flow is also not that well. Too many slides. Planning concept was more and more elaborated. That till the time allocated time for others. And this example. Considering these, I allocated only 11 marks. There's another team which got 11. Don't worry, this is the objective evaluation. It had numbers, these numbers 8, 29, 30, 28, 21. 5 members. Right. Don't get undermined yourself. You can replace this from your exam effort. Right. If you are willing to have a good pass, but if you are willing to have a very C pass, then it is achievable. But you better have a target to have a B pass in the exam. Then not you can easily end up with a C pass. So nearly try for a C in the exam. Then it may go for D, D or F. Then there's a minimum condition also, no? 16 marks from this and 24 marks from that taken minimum, no? Then only 40 comes. Adding the two, no? Together. Right. Then next team had these numbers 7, 9, 10, 11, and 12. They also had 11 marks. Poor slide preparation, more letters have been included in a slide. Most members did not use evidence in talking. They talk something else in the evidence, in the slide. Then each and every point should not be talked actually. They try to explain each and every point. Because audience can see, all points, but randomly they have to, talk the key points on represented as example. Right. Then poor time management as well. Right. Then they also got 11 marks. Then next team had these numbers 15, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Start was good, good slide preparation. Some members but did not have good eye-to-eye contact. By the time I was said that, no. But this is not bad. It's similar to the first presentation. They also got 13 marks from 15. Right. Next one is also outstanding. The 4-member team, slide preparation and other things are good. Time management was there. They also got 14 marks. Right. There's another one, no? With the 4 members. Having numbers 22, 27, 34, 37. Good slide preparation, conclusion was there. Therefore, I have given 13 marks for the match. 1 thing. That's the situation. It is not bad. Then with these comments, try to safeguard the positive comments and reinforce them, safeguard and continue, and overcome other negative comments in future similar attempts. Right. Whatever the mark you got, you have to, make efforts at the highest level to the exam. Considering it has a new evaluation, fresh attempt, fresh task. Then during the rest of the time, what I should do? Yeah, report marks. Compare this with the upload to the LN. No, I am not uploading. I will share that with Hashara. This Hashara. She is handling CA marks up to now. Then she will communicate, in a way.
How is the marks allocated?
Huh?
How is the marks allocated?
No, I said that no. In the assignment, the evaluation is a team-based one. The same mark would be allocated to all members. For the assignment, as per the course outline, 40 marks. This is evaluated from 30, no? The quiz was evaluated from 10. But 30 was divided into 15. No? 15 for this oral and another 15 for the report. The maximum CA component is 40 marks. Right. Sitting papers for 100, but the mark got from the paper out of 100 should be converted, proportionated into 60 by the office now to see the final mark. This will go there as it is, not proportionated. This is from not from 100 to from 40. Therefore, the strategy should be getting the maximum from the assessment, continuous assessment. The same mark you got there before the exam would be added now without changing it. Anyhow, I feel based on these CA marks, everybody can easily secure a pass, minimum pass. But you have to write the paper. And I think everybody working hard to the paper can go for a good pass. BO, AO, A+. Some members should have classes also, no? Good classes. That is better, no? Then they can have some awards also, medals, awards. But everybody should complete the degree without repeats in your first attempt within the given minimum time period. That should be done. But unfortunately, there can be a repeat for 1 or 2. Those should complete them, no? In the immediate attempt. Then you can relax the final class session. It's only the subjects given for the last. Then at least try for a bit. But we have done many case studies, no? Some forgot to check it. Right? Somebody is penny is here, but I can have another code. What pen is this? The white color, silver color. I keep here, right? I think online members also heard this now. The additional information I communicated. It's a very recent past paper. It is a case study. It is about an Indian company. Okay, Bharat Engineering. Reading the balance, you have to answer the given questions at the end of the case. Yeah. Give 20 marks, there are 2 men. 40 marks, especially. First one is to provide an answer briefly explaining 5 major managerial problems faced by this company. But you have to read now the information. And after that, for the same problems, you can come up with a solution. Only one solution should be given to each problem identified above. Right. Right. The 2 questions are matching, no? Together. Right. Then, how to identify? You have to read and understand the balance. Bharat Engineering Works Limited is one of the major industrial machineries, no? Machine company. Besides other engineering products, it has enjoyed market preference for its machinery because of limited competition in the field. Usually, there have been more orders than what the company could supply. Yeah, there's a high demand, no? Right. However, the scenario changed quickly because of the entry of new competitors in the field with foreign technological collaboration. For the first time, the company faced a problem in marketing its products with the usual profit margin. Sensing the likely problem, the CEO, chief executive appointed Kumar as general manager to direct the operations of the industrial machinery division. Mr. Kumar had similar assignment abroad before coming back to India. But now you have to identify the problems and give solutions. That should have been done by Kumar for the CEO for this company. Mr. Kumar had a decision with the CEO about the nature of the problem being faced by the company so that he could fix his priorities. The CEO advised him to consult various tips to have first-hand information. Now we are now seeking information to do our task. However, he emphasized that the company lacked an integrated planning system. One answer is given now. Company is lacking integrated planning system. It involves planning. While members of the board of directors insisted on introducing this in several meetings, both formally and informally. That's the main problem, but there can be other problems as well, not only the problem in planning. After joining the general manager, got briefings from the heads of all departments. We asked all heads to identify major problems and issues concerning them. Yeah. Therefore, as I mentioned, one problem cannot be identified. There are many problems or issues. The marketing manager indicated that in order to achieve higher sales, he needed more sales support. Sales people had no central organization to provide sales support, nor was there a generous budget for demonstration deals, which could be sent to customers to win business. There's a problem in reward, motivation, motivating sales force. That's what discussed on motivation for job design. Right? The production manager campaign about the all machines and equipment used in manufacturing. Right, that is another problem. Therefore, the cost of production was high, but without corresponding quality. Right. While competitors had better equipment and machineries, other competitors, Bharat Engineering had neither replaced its age-old plant nor reconditioned. Therefore, to reduce cost, it was essential to automate production lines by installing new equipment. Last one. The director of R&D did not have a specific problem and therefore did not indicate for any change. However, the principal scientist in R&D indicated on one day that the director of R&D, though very nice in his approach, did not emphasize on short-term research projects, which could easily increase production efficiency by at least 20%. Within a very short period without any major capital outlay. I think you can easily identify 5 problems. No? After that, you can give some actionable solution as recommendation. What's the first problem? Mention in planning, no? Planning. Then you have to briefly explain that the planning process is not integrated, no? But in our lessons we discuss should start from strategic level, right? Then to support strategic planning, company should use general planning or functional plans. Likewise, you have to elaborate that how it should be integrated. Right. Then likewise, other point. What is another point? Then even before planning, we can identify one issue, no? Now problem is competition, high competition faced in the market. Earlier, it was the sole supplier. Now there are new suppliers also, new competitors also. Therefore, it should now do a SWOT analysis to reassess the current position. It should be the solution. But here you have to identify that high competition as another issue. The solution in the SWOT analysis should be given as the particular solution for that problem. In part 2. Or else divide in a table, you can present answers for the 2 parts. On left, you can have Roman 1 to highlight the problems. On right, you can have Roman 2 to present solutions. That is better now, the readers can easily understand. But you have to place the question parts, otherwise the examiner would not write question parts for you. You have to clearly indicate question parts. As Roman 1 and 2. Otherwise, you can use the traditional parameter. Right, then we identified 2 problems. What is another one? Third one? All machines have not been replaced. Due to that, heavy cost might be incurred with more time required. People would not happy in manufacturing, employees would not be happy to work. There can be a lot of interruptions. Likewise, you can elaborate that problem. Right. Another one. Then what's the solution? you can ask now with the available budget, I have to go for new machines to replace the old machines step by step. That's the solution. No? That should go to the right side. Then another problem. Salesforce, no? I think marketing department was not be able to achieve the sales target as expected. That is mainly due to the poor engagement of the sales staff in the field. Then to address that problem, what's the solution? I think the extra commissions to have extra sales that should be added, no, with the basic salary given to the sales force representatives. The last one, research and development, no, has not been used to improve product lines or in a predetermined way. That is another problem. A company like this, now with the phase high competition, should use do research. Based on the research inputs, information, they should be used to develop products, processes, and other areas. Then basically you have to give a solution for that. What kind of research should be carried out here? Market research, market surveys, focus group discussions, etc. can be used. So web surveys should be used. No? So benchmarking should be done with the competitors' best practices. Right. Then it should be used as a learning tool research. Right. Then you can easily provide the answers, clear cut answers. Within half an hour, so you can go to 1 hour. So 40 marks are given. To earn 1 mark, you have to use 1.5 minutes. Normally, right? But need not to spend that such a time. Then you can save time to be allocated to answer other questions. Happily. Right, then we will go to the other questions. With this, 3 more other questions should be selected and answered. No? 3 more. Right, then each of these questions has a narrative, no small paragraph or highlight. You better read that. Reading that, try to recall the concepts discussed in the lessons. Sales managers hold keys to open doors of the business organizations, irrespective of their nature. Nature means business nature, scale, ownership, and so on. Managers are the most important assets, the people for a business. In fact, it is up to the managers who need to make decisions efficiently as well as effective. That is what its management says. In a changing environment to ensure both survival and success of the organization. This may be from the introduction lesson and the environment. Describe the impact of external environment on a business organization with examples. 10 marks. Right. It is from actually truly from the environment. Third lesson. Then we have the diagram. No? Diagram. You have to identify key forces of the environment. It is a description. Describe. Then better to provide the diagram, no? To earn the maximum marks. Then the key elements there should be explained to show the different impact on the operations and performance of the business. The different elements or causes or factors of the environment should be described here with the diagram. Right. This one is about decisions, management decisions. Explain with examples the different types of decisions that managers need to make in their organizations. We mainly identify two types, but I ask you to consider another one in between program and non-program as a semi-program. But marks will be given whatever the number. You have to explain them clearly with examples. But better to have three types of things. Then only you can cater them into the three levels of management: top level, middle level, and operational. Program decisions, non-program decisions, and semi-program decisions. There are similar names, no other names. Structured decision, unstructured decision, semi-structured decision. Or planned decisions, non-planned decisions, and semi-planned decisions. Those should be explained. You have to give examples also. In at the three levels in the managerial hierarchy: top level, mid level, and the operational. And explain the nature of these three types of decisions. Then give some examples from three levels. It has come from the two sides, two sections, environment and decisions, decision making. Third one says managers engage in planning, organizing, leading, and controlling in a mutual process. They must lead people distinctively to achieve the full potential of the organization. Right. Then explain the interrelationship among planning, organizing, leading, and controlling with examples. You have to show the diagram. In the first lesson only we noted this, no? Right. Then after that, based on the diagram, you have to explain these four functions briefly, and importantly, they are mutual relationships in the management process. Right. Then as examples, you can explain how planning helps controlling, or how controlling helps planning, how organizing helps all functions, how leading helps all functions to motivate people and to use them to achieve the full potential. Right. This doable, no? Then this one says briefly explain 5 major competencies that managers need to develop to be successful leaders in the organization. It can be done using your general knowledge as well as the things discussed in another subject, but use one particular point now for this leading and managing. No? Under leadership, now we considered this compare leading and management. From that, you can have 5 point and briefly explain. Because I said that managers only should be able to develop these leadership qualities or competencies. This taking complete and lead, what is called motivating and inspiring people, having proactive controls, not always reactive controls. Likewise. Taking risk, not always avoid risk. These are also competencies. Competencies, characteristics, behavioral characteristics, they should be developed. This should be in addition to the 3 classical managerial skills we identified as introduced by Robert Katz. or change management, those things are. Fourth one before the last one. Successful leaders do motivate their people to achieve the full potential. It is similar to the previous one, no? And stay the business competitive in the market for the long run. Select theory of leadership and evaluate its applicability to the modern workplace. Here you can identify any leadership theory model. It can be the trade leadership or trade theory. In behavioral, we identify different Iowa's, 3 styles, Michigan's 2 dimensions, Ohio's 2 dimensions, Blake and Morton's big theory. No? Then situational leadership. Then lastly, transactional and transformational. Only one of them should be identified and explained with the elements. Right. That is the first part of the question for the answer. Right. After that, to earn the full marks, you have to identify some strengths as well as some limitations of that to understand the modern leadership or leadership in a modern workplace. By the time of explaining, I said them now. If you have selected race theory, you have to explain that. Even today, in the future, we have to agree with that. Most leadership qualities are brought by them, the personality. But at the same time, the limitation is that some leadership attributes can be developed over time. That has not been said by the emphasized by the race theory. Likewise, we have to give some technical explanation against that model to understand the leadership in a current day. If you selected transactional transformational, you have to explain the two. Right. Then, you can identify more limitations not in transformational but in transaction. No? If you are using that one, that model. Then more limitations were noted by us in the transaction. It has not targeted the full performance, excellent performance. It says only to achieve the marginal performance. But today, achieving the marginal performance is not enough in a mostly competitive global market. Resources should have been used to get maximum results. Otherwise, they cannot compete. That's our answer. The latter part of your answer should be given, not only to present and explain the given theory, but both should be there in your answer as per that question. Right. A similar type of question can be given for other subjects also. No? That's the style of answer. First, we have to provide the model. Then, using your brain, you have to give some critiques about the limitation. It can be given for a motivation theory, for a marketing theory, or whatever. Right. That's how a revision should be done. No? Not only to know the particular answer for the particular question. No? That you have to improve the art of writing, capacity of writing. Right. Then next one is also similar to that. Discuss the two-factor theory of Herzberg. Sorry, discuss how the two-factor theory of Herzberg could be used to understand the motivation of employees in a garment factory in Sri Lanka. Forget about the sector. First, we have to provide the model two-factor theory in the diagram. We had two heads of arrows, 2 boxes, right? Then on one side of the arrow, left side, what indicated? job dissatisfaction, no? Or employee dissatisfaction. On right, job satisfaction or employee satisfaction. Right. On left, we noted factors preventing dissatisfaction. So those were considered as hygiene factors. Then you have to list down the point. There are some examples, no? Salaries, benefits, job conditions. Another one, company administration and policies. On right, there are some psychological factors as motivational factors. So factors increasing job satisfaction. Recognition, growth, advancement, work itself, those things. Now work itself should go to the right line, job contents. Content factors. Some writers call motivational factors mentioned on right as content factors. Others are contest factors. Contest, including job condition, work environment. Right. Then in middle, there are some elements, no, like work commitment, work engagement, no, work fulfillment. In middle, no. Then after that, we have to explain how those things can be used to understand the motivation of a government employees in Sri Lanka. But here, you need not to apply that for all employees in a government. You have the freedom to only select one, even machine operators or swing workers, no? Like that. All categories cannot be explained, no? Here. Then you have the freedom to select only one. Maybe executives or swing machine operators or production workers or managerial workers like that. You have the freedom. Question does not say that very specifically. Right. But in explaining the theory, he said that all others are okay except one thing. What is that? He said that these factors do not increase job satisfaction. Then you can capture that and say two-factor theory says money and some related factors are not the not increasing job satisfaction. But based on the employee category, you can say in deciding for increasing job satisfaction of the swing machine operators found here, we can agree with the theory in that regard. No? Suppose these manual workers need more money and allowances, no? That decides their satisfaction compared to other factors provided by the manager. But whatever the employee category you selected, even directors, you have to say, you can say so. Even senior managers of current businesses try to consider salary, high salary as one major factor for their satisfaction. Actually, that is expected from this question. For sake of saying at the end of the question, it says that evaluate this with the motivation of employees in a garment factory. But invariably, that point is expected through this question. That should be emphasized, yeah? If so, you will get the maximum marks as for other mathematical subjects in these descriptive subjects as well. That should be given actually. The full marks should be given, can be given. This is a straightforward one. Last one is to provide short notes or short descriptions. Here only five 5 should be given. Not for all. There are 6. There can be 7, 8 also. Or there can be exactly 5. Then you have to write on all of it, all the 5. Right. Then also studying systems theory, non-verbal communication, practice departmentalization, strategy mapping, self-managed team. But whenever diagram is relevant, you have to provide that as well. Not only the short paras. If there's a diagram, no, seems expected, you can provide that as well. For example, for the matrix departmentalization, you can provide that diagram, no, small diagram, to show the matrix rectangular relationship or dual relationship. Right. For Hawthorne studies, no diagram can be provided. For system theory, also diagram can be provided. System theory, open system diagram. Only providing the diagram is also not enough. Huh? You have to explain things. Right. Then non-verbal communication, no diagrams. Eh? Right. Strategy mapping, there's a diagram. You can provide a diagram to show 4 areas in balanced program. Then self-managed teams are no diagrams, only explanation example. That can be done. Further studies, if you are not familiar, you can skip that. Written Maya and others conducted. To know the actual scenario behind the worker productivity. This was carried out in stages, no? Stages. Then finally ended up with Hawthorne effect or Hawthorne legacy. To study the productivity is not only a technological phenomenon, but it is with the social phenomenon as well, where informal relationship, group norms, work organization, informal reactions, etc. should be considered by many. Not only the non-human related things. Those are the findings, key findings of Hawthorne. Then, based on the Hawthorne studies, the other human aspects of managing people began evolve, including human relations, perspective. Those are discussed in the second lesson. Second lesson by us. And the evolution of management theories and other human relations perspective, human resource perspective, and all were discussed under the humanistic approach. Humanistic approach. Reason of para can be produced. That knowledge. Right. System theory, we discussed now. Most of them were discussing the second lesson. Evolution of management. But metrics departmentalization was discussing organizing. Self-managed teams were discussing groups and teams. And the leading. Right. Strategy mapping was discussed under planning. General planning, no? General plan. In controlling also we discussed about the balance scorecard, no? As a new approach to controlling, organization control. Then memorizing, then you can provide a reasonable para. But if there's a diagram, try to give that those diagram. Then only you can get the full marks. Here 4 marks will be given, no? For 1. 4 marks will be given for 1. There are 5. Right, that's how other questions also should be, question papers also should be considered. Then this shall be wind up for discussions. Right. Good luck for your exams. use these guidelines, then you have only one evaluation and final exam. I will communicate these marks for mark 40 to the office and then office will communicate to you. Good luck, then online members also. In this way, we will wind up our series of discussions in the management fundamentals with your batch.